I have that somewhere. It's somewhere. It's here. So yeah, I can do the cub based Ulrich now. With 57 Ulrich corrals, which is actually fewer Ulrich corrals than for the 3 output of bone meal, which is just insane. Except, of course, this is Mark IIs compared to the Mark Ones, etc. Yeah, that's the build that will eventually happen. Not anytime soon, but still, probably gonna do that off screen. I don't know. I do not know, nor do I care. Let's submit that. Stack size 50. All right, good. Good to note. Oh, right. Bleh. Limit that to stack size 50. Do I really need to limit that far? Probably not. We shall see. Limit the doohickeys though. Yay. All right, how you doing? What? Why? Bring all of them. Bring all of the things to me. Like make the cDNA flow. Like my gosh. It shall flow. Come here, all of my bots. Does Mark II Ulrich use immunosuppressants? What? I mean, that's only for later recipes of stuff. Like, no? Just no, it's for organ printing some stuff, as well as like making creatures from scratch, that sort of stuff. Og breeding program for Mark III and Mark IV. Improving your output of pineal glands. It looks like this just improves the output of bioprinting for the most part on the immunosuppressants. But the actual making of Mark II Ulrich modules does not appear to be the case. It's the Mark III and the Mark IV OGs that it's used for. Can you go faster? I'll make you faster. How we doing? Why? You're making the stuffs, but it's not actually delivering it here. What? You're immediately stealing it and taking it elsewhere. Like, really? You're stealing all of my cDNA. So what does Mark II Ulrich use? I mean, sure I can look at it. Here, take those. How many do you need? 30. Great. Ulrich. All right, so the Ulrich Mark II. Oh my god. Okay. The half an Ulrich Mark II, half a percent Ulrich Mark II is just quality food and fiber. Great. Once you have succeeded at least twice in that, I would imagine. Oh god. It's all right. So it's here. So it's succeed once. One Ulrich Mark II, giving you one cub and one tired. Needing an Ulrich Mark II DNA sample. Right. A DNA sample. You're literally breeding horses. Can we make this clear that we are breeding horses? This is a DNA sample. Have I set something so the bots don't get in the way of the mouse? No. They get in the way all of the stupid time. Alright, so this is fairly simple. You need an Ulrich Mark II. Ah, so you do need to succeed at this. So the breeding is going to take an Ulrich Mark II, as well as 12 of these samples, which tires them out, and then you need to give them regular and quality food to take them back to normal. Oh god. Okay. Sure. And then we use the we use the samples on the Ulrich to give you one cub and a tired Ulrich that you can return to normal status with food. We can then take 4 cubs. 4 cubs. Alright, well, theoretically, 1 can very easily make 4, because we don't actually lose our Ulrich Mark II in any of these steps thus far. We are literally converting 1 into 4, and then 4 into 1. Really? 3 die in this process? We have to give them milk? We give them milk, and then 3 die to give us our 1 adult that we then have to breed 4 times in this process, go through it 4 times to then get +1. You can compost anything that is biotic. Yeah, so yes, you can compost Ulrich. You can compost any little thing. I actually want that to cycle. Then I guess I'll just stop it completely by removing the requests for stuff from this chest just as soon as it's made our first Dingrido. Our beautiful Dingrido. This is also 30 cDNA for that. Are you moving on a consistent basis? Yes, you are. Oh. Yeah, that's a bit much. I did not realize. Stack sizes. Stack sizes are a thing. See, this stack size is 500. This is 100. Huh. Interesting. Move faster. I'm gonna have to ask you to go a little bit faster. You know, just a little over twice as fast. Make all the cDNA. It's moving! Dingrido! It's alive. That is significantly more inventory space. So the Dingrido has a significantly bigger trunk for inventory space. That is a little bit bigger. We have a scroll bar. This thing has a scroll bar. It has 250 storage space on it. Now, as for the Crawdad is 120 for storage space versus 250. So it is just over twice the size of storage space on the Dingrido. Oh god, and it turns very slowly. Oh god, the turning rate on this thing is real bad. But it is significantly faster. Oh god, the destruction. The destruction this will cause because it cannot turn for the life of it. And apparently it cannot stop either. Yeah, so that's a thing. Crawdad, significantly more maneuverable. Oh boy. Yeah. How the hell am I going to transfer everything? Alright. I'm going to turn off my personal logistics, place down a doohickey, shove everything in there, grab all the things, transfer all the things, all the things, all the things, all the things, and on. And that is the halfway point. That is my alarm signal. It is time to take a brief break of a few minutes. We have a Dingrido, who, of course, the very first thing I do upon getting the Dingrido is literally destroy a whole line of buildings with it. Just, just immediate destroy the whole line of buildings with it. Yes, the Crawdad has reached the natural conclusion of its life. But oh my god, this turning radius is so abysmal, as well as the stopping distance. Oh my god, this will take so much to get used to. Yeah, I might do just that. I might store the Crawdad in the Dingrido for those times where I have to just have that maneuverability. Yeah. So where did I park it again? Here. All right, you. Oh, it barks at me. It barks at me. Too bad Pie's not here to see the Dingrido. Or is Pie here? Pie is not here. It doesn't stop. Like, it does not stop. I am not hitting the key to accelerate. It just moves. Yes, and then again there is the Fidicis that will come later, but this is our direct upgrade to our vehicle. We now have a vehicle that can hold more stuff, and we will soon have the Ocula. What's the other weird sound it makes? It's sort of like an aw, because you've closed it. You're no longer interacting with it, so it's going like aw. Yeah. Aww. It's a whine. It whines at you for closing the inventory. But anyway, with that, it's the halfway point, so it's time to take a brief break. I will be back shortly. And I have returned. Welcome back. Okay. Apparently, folks would love if I streamed one more day a week. That'd make them so happy. So, as it turns out, on Patreon, I have recently changed my goals a little bit on Patreon. The 15 patron goal, we're at 11 right now, is to add an extra bit of content for YouTube. But the 20-person goal is to stream more. So, if you would really like to see me streaming an extra day each week, I do have goals for that through Patreon. And I'm out of breath, apparently. Because I am so out of shape that going up and down stairs puts me out of breath, I guess. And I have strawberry. I have a strawberry carbonated water that is 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 caffeine, and 0 sodium per serving. As it turns out, it's actually 2 grams of carbs per bottle. Still better than nothing. Still better than nothing. It can be any level. My goals are a total patron count support and not a total dollar support. So, regardless of the level of support, the goals, when met, will be fulfilled. We, upon hitting the 10-person goal, have unlocked the monthly update video. So the 10-person goal was the monthly update video that started with the month of June. The 15 is to have the dedicated Let's Play-ish content on YouTube. Unsure about the very specific details, like on upload schedule and all that, but there will be a consistent piece of dedicated YouTube recorded content on YouTube with 15, and then the idea is 20 would be to have more stream time. Likely Wednesday streams. That's most likely how that will happen. Wednesday streams. Oh god, this thing. Oh god, this Dingrido. This Dingrido. It consumes meat by turning. Just turning uses fuel. What? Alright, we're gonna need to keep a whole bunch of fuel in this thing, because it seems to eat through it rather quickly. Acceleration 110, max consumption 500 kilowatts. Isn't that the same as the Crawdad? Oh no, it is not. So the Crawdad goes through 150 kilowatts. So that's 150 kilojoules per second on consumption. This thing is 500. This thing is 500. How far am I from the Phydiasis? Pretty far. Pretty far from the Phydiasis. Yes, the Dingrit food makes it accelerate even faster, but it only has the 2 megajoule fuel value. You have to get the quality Dingrit food in order to actually have a higher fuel value for the food. And the problem with that is it consumes, I think it's Renea, as well as fish oil. I'm gonna have to have like a dedicated parking spot. I think that's the main thing, is sort of like make sure that I park in this general area at all times. Oh boy. The Dingrido is going to be pretty good, by the way, for laying tracks. That's probably going to be what it's really good for. Rails. It'll be great for rails. It'll be great because I won't have to worry about ever having any of that stuff ever again. Or at least running out on really big builds. Alright, they can bring me stuff. I want to actually store more of these modules as well inside of it. Now, I'm also going to assume that the Dingrido is also immune to impact damage. That should be like a given, I think, that it would be immune to any impact damage. This thing has a scroll bar on its storage space. But yeah, the basic Dingrit food is just not worth it, but the quality Dingrit food, which, by the way, I think has to be done in a excuse me, in an automated factory. By the way, I've done some stuff in here as well off screen. For those paying very close attention, I have this now. Yeah, so remember the thing about the cotton gut studs needing the quality food? Yeah, I've set that up now. I've set that up now, and it needed like Renea. Well, as it turns out, Renea. I have the Renea. Where did I even put the quality food? There it is. There it is. So the quality food is biosamples with some seeds and moondrop and stuff. It's actually quite simple to do the quality food. So I did the quality food, and then I needed what? Just like stuff for that, and then Aurum on the network. So I put Aurum on the network, and I put Grodd, or I brought in Grodd to the mall, and there we go. I now have 2.8k Mark II cotton guts. So all I have to do now is go over to my cotton gut build, and I can just straight up upgrade all of these modules to Mark II to make it go even faster, which of course would mean, scaling everything else up on the back end. So yeah, stuffs. Progress. Progress is being made. Also, this is Mukmo. Mukmo food. Glorious Mukmo. Because I'm also doing same thing for Mukmo modules. Mark 1 Mukmo modules. The Dingrido food is here. Yeah, so fish oil. As well as casein. I don't have the casein being brought into the mall, and I don't have Yotoi aloe fruit on the network at all. And then I have to actually make and process guar gum to actually make this quality Dingrido food. But it is 4 megajoule fuel value, so it will last twice as long as the meat, which doesn't last long at all. And it makes you go significantly faster and hit the top speed even faster. I don't know. I don't think that's going to be worth really using on that Dingrido, to be completely honest. But we're not done yet, because Ocula have a shooting speed and deal 7 physical damage? What? What? Deliver stuff to you when outside of your logistic area. So these things, speaking of delivering things, these things have a special building called the iPod. And I am making a few of these. The beautiful and the glorious iPod. Bring them to me. I don't have any idea how this works. In fact, I should probably save, just in case there's a problem, because this is my first time interacting with a new mechanic added in Pi Alien Life, and we sort of have a track record of that not going quite so well in terms of crashes. Alright, there's my iPods that have been brought to me. That is tiny. Okay. So my guess is that these are actually more like a RoboPort. Yeah, so these are... Yeah, this is the RoboPort for the Ocula. And I guess that's it. They stack to 5, they fill the thingy, and then they're able to just deliver stuff to you. I don't think they have any other thing to control them. You just stick them in the pod, and you're good to go. Right? Too bad King's not here to answer questions about this thing. But, yeah. So if, for example, I go outside of my network, over here, I can enable logistic zone so I can watch. If I request something that I know that I have, or if I do a trash. Will they take trash? The answer looks like no. It will not come to me to take away my trash. But will it come and bring me, say, I don't know, what would I want? What would I want? By the way, I could just build airplanes. Like I have the airplanes mod to just build airplanes. Oh God, why did that have to go off? Message deleted. End of messages. Don't you hate it when it's just a dial tone? I hate when it's just a dial tone. Like thanks for calling and leaving a message of a dial tone the whole time. Yeah. So what do I want again? I I don't I don't even bring me filters. Keep your Ocula bringing stuff to you. To keep your Oculus bringing stuff to you. So I have no idea how this works, if it works, what's going on. It's supposed to work. I'm outside of my logistic network. These guys aren't flowing. I have a request for a thing that is available on a network. Can they only bring you things that are inside of the iPod? That is the question I have. Is that how that works? So I will I will step out of the thing, and then come back. Let's put in a couple of things onto this, because right now this just seems like it's just a storage box. I've stepped outside. And now, nothing is happening. Okay. The next thing to test is to put these into an actual RoboPort. If I can find a RoboPort. Yeah, if I can just put them down, and they are going to an iPod. By the way, that's what they look like. That's what they look like. Yeah, the thing is, they're supposed to bring you whatever you're requesting. So if I put that I want filters, which I know that this network has filters. Oh, there they go. They're gone. They have left the building. There they are. Alt mode does not seem to work on them. They are working now, I guess. So I can't... That's weird. So if you directly place them into the iPod building... Pi Alien Life caused a non-recoverable error. Please report this error to the mod author. While running event, on AI command completed. Attempt to index field idling at player, a nil value. At 1106 in function starting on 943. So in control.lua, line 1106 is some idling at player nil that it's popping up in a function that begins at line 943. So there's your screenshot. This is why I saved. This is why I saved. So it looks like we're not using the Ocula. As it turns out, looks like we're not going to be using the Ocula anytime soon. Until that error gets fixed. Yeah. Great. Fantastic. So, next on the to-do list, we did the thing. Graphene. If actually, where is graphene? I have a plan. I have a plan with graphene somewhere. Is it this? Can I just do it off of this one? For the circuits, because I mean it's technically part of circuits. Yeah, let's make a separate graphene. Graphene. Give me the graphene. Sheets, PDMS, nickel cores. So there is one other sneaky thing that I have also done off screen, and that is I have put grade 4 copper onto my chain network already, because I knew that this was going to be needed for dimethyl dichlorosilane ahead of time. Like I know it's used in this one very specific thing, so I have already put it on my network ahead of time. That can take those. That will take those. That will take those, and that will take those. Of course, every step along the line. I want 5 of them. And that is that, I think. Yeah, I think I'm good here. Now the thing is, where do I want to do this? Cause I mean, I could do it at the mall. It would require all of this at the mall, but it would require significantly more if not at mall. So I would need to actually do from borax into boric acid. I would need to make the etching solution. I would need to make the hydrogen peroxide from the anthraquinone. I would need to make the gasoline for the liquid nitrogen, unless I have a spot that actually is just putting gasoline on the network. Somewhere else. Let's see, how far down do I have to really dig into this? You know, I need the pure sand anyway, so I may as well go and do all that. I can bring in the phosphoric. Biofilm is the other problematic thing, because either we're spending rayon or we're spending cellulose, which, given the choice between the two at the moment, really looking forward to the subdenier microfiber and Resolin recipe. That is actually significantly better of a recipe to get biofilm. Cellulose is expensive. That's the only major issue. It's like you either spend obscene amounts of wood or you spend obscene amounts of raw fiber. In this case, it would be raw fiber, because why the hell not? So, I mean, I think it's obvious now that I've sort of planned this out to be done at its own factory. Um, also needs aromatics, which again, easy enough through the condensed distillates process. Which, if I'm going to be doing gasoline anyway, we'll do a matrix solver just to keep everything properly calculated. And that, I think, is that. Get that Mark II rectisol. Yeah, so that'll be the graphene. I need the pure sand worked out, because, yeah, screw doing that by memory. But that's the same recipe, buddy. I need the actual production of sand from soil. Alright. Now, the cool thing is, what I can do with this is I can do 2 speed modules on each soil extractor. I can do 1 speed module on each of these, and that is at close enough ratio to be, I think it's 2 per washer. I know this says it's 9, but this will end up being 12. 2 per washer, Mark II per thingy. Then it is 1-to-1. That is normal. It's going to be a little bit more than 9. Pretty sure it's 2. So I did this up here. 2 and 1, 2 and 1, 2, 2, 1, and that makes like whatever 7.2, something like that, 7 something. In the end, 40%, 40? Yes, 40% more than 5. So 5 times 1.4, whatever that number is the total output of the sand. In this case, it would just be adding the extra step of going into the pure sand afterwards. So that, I think, covers everything. Hydrogen chloride, that is the thing. Yes, that. So, quite conveniently, I have about 288 chlorine on per second on my train network that I can make use of anywhere. And then methanol. Really? Wastewater filtration. Huh. How do I want to get my methanol? Well, I'm doing a whole bunch of distillate stuff anyway, so it's like, oh, do I add a... I'm already using stripped, aren't I? Yes, for gasoline, but only a little bit of gasoline. Processing 100 units of crude goes into like 25 of each of the distillates, so I can very easily do this one as well. I think it will need more. So if I go and add that is from medium, that'll tell me I need that much. I need 1 oil derrick, because an oil derrick will do 500 units per cycle in the current state of the game. It is 1 oil derrick into 2 DDCs to give me what I need of medium going into stripped. Wow, what? Why 0?